Shit show, shit show, shit show, shit show, shit show. It's a total shit show.
Woo! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Shit Show with Keith Graber. For our February installment, I am your host, Keith Graber. What is the Shit Show? It's where we talk a ton of shit and have nothing to show for it. Now let's meet our performers. First, my partner in crime, the man, the myth, the legend. He's actually only one of those things. Let's hear it for Ed Roesgen.
Woo!
And she's the host of the Porn Mom podcast and star of a bunch of Porn Mom videos. Give it up for the lovely Sally Mullins.
Sally.
And next, she's the host of a new cooking show called Funny Taste. She's basically the Gordon Ramsay of comedy. Guys, give it up for Kate Roesgen. And he's a comedian and a dramatic actor, and he's here against his agent's advice. Give it up for Jermaine Jackson.
Yeah.
Also, he can talk to dogs and rock a wicked man bun. But enough about his Tinder profile. Let's hear it for Zako Ryan. And last, she's a belly dancer. She's a belly dancing comedian and actor from Canada. I really wish there was something interesting about her to mention. Guys, give it up for Anjelica Scannura. All right, comics, how you doing? Good to see you.
Good.
Are you ready to play some stupid games?
Let's do it.
Yes.
That's the enthusiasm we're looking for
yes.
here at the Shit Show. First up, we like to play a game called Fake News. It's the game where we talk about the news and wish it wasn't real. First topic, guys, I don't know if you heard this, but I read that Biden passes the milestone of his first 30 days in office and embarrassingly still hasn't solved world hunger yet. Can this guy get a break? The honeymoon is over. Am I wrong?
Keith, you said he passed what kind of stone?
Exactly.
Right? Guys look at like Lopan from Big Trouble Little China. Like we're going 30 days at a time at this point.
At least he broke up Kim and Kanye. He was able to accomplish that. That's all I want.
He got them out of the house.
He hasn't solved world hunger because he's trying to solve U.S. hunger first.
Yeah.
Who cares that he hasn't solved world hunger yet? This guy has mastered immortality. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't
about
know.
his own life.
What's that, Jermaine?
I say he's about his own life. He definitely has not solved U.S. hunger because it was about 80 cars at the food line right around the corner from my house. Hell, I was in the damn line. I'm still hungry as fuck right now.
Right?
He's not going to give a shit about world or U.S. hunger. He and Jill have big time Nutrisystem vibes.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get a diet deal or something when this is over in like 3.5 years.
Yeah. I feel like are people being too harsh on him? I think we're like, what, 2% through his term? So should he have more to show for it at this
It's
point?
just like they said with Trump. Give him a chance.
Yeah.
Look how well that worked.
4 more days. Four
more days.
All right, guys. Next topic. Scientists discover microbes in Neanderthal fecal matter similar to that of modern humans, proving paleo to be the oldest fad diet in history. That's not real. Zako, I feel like you could take the lead. You look like a paleo diet guy. I don't know. Am I calling you out?
You're like, you know what to go to first, Zako. Yeah, okay. I'm Macedonian, which is like the modern day Neanderthal. And look, I don't know if they were fully paleo, but my uncles did used to headbutt trees for fruit. You know what I'm saying? We've got that Cro-Magnon era ridge in our forehead. We're built for this shit. We've been eating bananas, bro.
What's that, Anjelica?
I'm jealous of the Neanderthals and Zako. They have marvelous bone structure, great bodies, and they didn't have to worry about going viral for their whole life. I would want to eat what a Neanderthal eats. They were probably eating some pretty juicy fillets of woolly mammoth. I want to try some of that.
Yeah, I mean, Is it weird that we're trying to copy the diet of humans when they only live to the age of 30? Like, is that
Keith,
the
With
best
great
advice?
bodies.
Yeah, great bodies.
They were
But I'm
probably
trying to
fucking.
figure out-
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. Well, I know why I'm not a scientist. Who's digging through shit? Really?
Just gonna
Jermaine.
say.
That's some shit. Hey, that's some shit that I'm not
shit.
gonna know about what kind of diet. First of all, I don't even know what the Pilates diet is. Like, I don't even know what that is.
Hell yeah. You
I
don't
tell you
need to know. You don't need to know. You're like 6'3", 164. You look.
Thanks, Sally. You got it right on the head.
I know. I should work at the fair.
He's like measuring in the Zoom.
Sally's
I've
shopping
been
for
watching
freezers
you.
with
Sizing
the
me
top
up.
open lid right now. That's why she knew all those specific dimensions.
Jermaine, now you
no.
you know why Sally asked for a picture of you next to a quarter, so she could get
Yeah.
the perfect scale. And what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I got an answer for these scientists, but Neanderthal feces. Why you gotta keep bringing up old shit?
Oh shit.
Love it. Love it. I know, like, should we be worried that the poop lasted so long? I mean, like, they could not have been eating that healthy. Like, there's no way that
Speaking
floated.
of
Am I
poops
wrong?
It preserved
long,
itself.
the other
Yeah.
day I was in the bathroom, and my God, it was forever. That's how long that one lasted. I got postpartum depression afterwards.
Next time you do that, I'm gonna get you a push present.
Yeah. And if it lasts like 10,000 years, then there's definitely issues. I don't know.
I think there's bigger issues
No idea
with
what they
like.
were eating.
What's that, Kate?
I feel like there's bigger issues. I feel like there should just be like several headlines a year that could just read "Scientists have way too much time on their hands."
No word on cancer.
are
No
you
word on
doing?
cancer.
No
Right?
word on
That's
cancer.
not all they have on their hands if they're looking at Neanderthal shit.
Herpes
Hey,
doesn't
those
even
guys
track.
Never
Like,
run out of shit to research. You know what I mean?
yeah, herpes
Are
is
these
not a priority.
scientists German?
Right.
And who's paying for all this shit? That's what I want to know. Who's paying for this shit?
The American taxpayer. Anjelica, did you have something?
Oh, I just was gonna say that they should do a gender reveal on Ed's postpartum inducing dump.
Get green balloons. That's all I'm saying. Know what that means in either direction. I don't know what green balloons means. I don't know what it being green means. It was green. That's my point. Very green.
It's the Green New Deal. All right, guys, next topic. Texans were so moved by AOC's kindness that they vow to thank her in all future death threat correspondence. This is my favorite story from this month because I am the biggest fan of positivity trolling. You know what I mean? Just like cheesing it for the camera to someone that hates your guts. It is the best thing on earth, and it's so freeing. Am I wrong? Okay, I could be wrong. It's fine.
Good job.
What's that?
No, I Googled this because I wasn't even aware of it. And that's really great that she has been like a big contributor and a fundraiser. And I just want to also add that through my OnlyFans, I was able to raise $130 for the Houston SPCA.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's
Hey.
audible. Yep.
Otherwise, known as the Houston, it's pussy, eh? I say A because I'm Canadian, in case you viewers don't know.
I was able to raise $15 to get a bag and get the hell out of Texas.
Yeah, I don't think AOC is too worried about those Texas death threats when she's just sitting there, I don't know, drinking water.
No, I heard something that the amount of death threats that she gets from Texas would be 3 times what it actually is if more people in Texas could spell AOC.
Exactly.
Keith, are you talking about that 5G hologram that Bill Gates put up on Twitter to go to Texas? Is that what you're
Oh, I know. I didn't hear about that. Please, is that a real thing?
AOC?
Hmm.
No AOC. It's
Oh,
all,
I see.
yeah.
I blame the windmills. I mean, I think all Texans can agree with me. No, that was a whole like wacky situation, and I don't know. Do you think that the it got so cold that the truck nuts shrunk up inside all the chassis?
You got all serious like on a very special episode.
Yeah, but I was setting it up. I was setting it up for a dumb dick joke about truck nuts. All right. Moving right along.
Balls joke.
It wasn't even a dick
their
joke.
Families in the room, like they're gonna have a serious episode.
It was it was lower than a dick joke by like a good inch. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's a photo roast coming up. Guys, okay, next headline. NASA safely lands Perseverance on the surface of Mars, bringing in a new era where nerds shove the football players inside lockers. Guys, are the nerds the new cool kids? What's going on?
Never happening. Never happening.
No?
I mean, I don't care who
Nerds
shoves who.
no, nerds got money now. No, nerds do have athletes' money now. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
But
What's that, Kate?
anybody
But they
shoving
still getting
anybody
their ass
into a
kicked.
locker over Zoom is impressive.
Yeah, that's how they would do it. Exactly. They got to do it over Zoom.
Yeah, I heard the nerds will just come up to the athletes while they're sleeping in bed and beat them with a sock full of dog coin. Yeah,
That would do
Is
it.
that how it's pronounced?
I don't know.
That's how the poor people say it. Yeah.
Mars
Yeah.
probably has COVID now.
Who has COVID now?
Mars.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. We brought that up there. I'm sure we did.
He took COVID to Mars.
If they ever bring
USA.
they ever bring the spacecraft back, we're gonna start hearing about the Mars variant.
Exactly.
Coming in 2030.
I feel like all the nerds right now are like, yeah, sex is cool, but have you ever gone to Mars? Have you ever landed a rover on Mars?
How
Yeah,
would
that-
they know that sex is cool?
Yeah, I know.
exactly. That's how you know they nerds. They
I'm
be like,
assuming,
oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Go to
I
Mars
haven't
instead of
landed
going.
a rover on
have
Mars,
sex.
but I have landed a prom queen. You know what the fuck I'm talking about?
Exactly. There you go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
It's strange that the spacecraft's name is Perseverance because that's the name of the escort Trump hired the night of Biden's inauguration.
Because he needed someone that would last pretty long.
Yes, he
It
was.
was like, we're talking, by the way, about a $2.7 billion PlayStation game, essentially. Like there's right now there's a nerd just like, yeah, man, I'm just fucking going over this terrain looking for dirt.
They really are.
All right, last headline, guys, and this is a gift for Sally. Armie Hammer announces a starring role in Netflix's new Hannibal Lecter series. I
I'd
couldn't
like
let
to
this one
yield
go.
my time
Yeah.
to the woman from Winnetka.
Sally. This is, by the way, this is a legit turn on for her. Sally, if you will.
Well, this is obviously fake news, Keith, because Army right now he's uninsurable. And it's a pretty slow news day for Armie Hammer today. But, yesterday he was cut from like a third project. And I'm going to say what I say to a lot of people. It's time for, you guys can say it with me.
What's
What
that?
does Armie Hammer need? He needs an OnlyFans. You knew that, you guys. You knew, or I was going to, he doesn't even need a link. He doesn't even need my link.
Did you already send him a referral code? Is that
No, I don't even want to insult him. He's got this.
yeah?
Yeah.
By the way, this story is not going away. It's too juicy. There's still people talking about it. Again, and Sally's right. He keeps on. The people are dropping him.
That's what
But-
Army said. It's super juicy.
Mhm.
It like falls off the rib bone.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole rib thing was that like maybe he just reads the Bible. I don't know. Like what?
I don't care what he does. If he keeps doing movies, as long as Biden doesn't tap him to help with the world hunger issue, it's just,
There we go.
He's such
No.
a diva. He's requested that the person he eats be a vegan. Because
Grass? Did you say grass fed? Yeah.
Yeah.
Grass-fed.
Yeah, I don't understand why everyone's so mad at Armie Hammer. Is it just because like he's the master chef of fava beans? Is that what's going on?
I know this whole thing still wasn't any worse than the Lone Ranger. Am I wrong about that? I don't.
Listen,
Can't be.
listen. Arm & Hammer is welcome in my house all the time. I've been cleaning my countertops with that dude for years.
And he's been sitting in my refrigerator for years, unused.
All right, guys, that
Live in
was
a
great.
neighborhood where the neighbors
Yeah,
give
he's
up
a
when that's
household
involved.
name.
Yeah, definitely.
By the way, I kind of look like the guy. All right.
Mr. Plain.
That was great. You guys were so good. And you know what we do when you guys are good. We reward all of our comics with everybody's favorite game, Photo Roast.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Guys, you know how to play. We put up a random photo and everybody gets to roast it. Tech services. Let's see our first photo.
Oh,
There it is. Oh, guys. I have, by the way, I want to say I have the same coin purse as this, so I don't know if that's what this is.
Damn. Stretch is strong and more than the arms. Look at that.
I gotta be honest. If I had a sack like that, I'd be slapping the shit out of everybody with it. Just take these nuts.
If you had a sack like that, Jermaine, and you ran too fast, you'd be slapping shit out of yourself. Out your own ass.
But see, you gotta put it in your hand like you got it. You gotta hold it up. You backhand a bitch with your nuts. Like, bitch, shut up.
This is, you have bruised ankles if you had this.
Keith, this is what happened to the truck nuts in the storm.
Yeah. I'm
Must
gonna
have been a
call.
hot day when this picture was taken.
Yeah, it was
What's
true.
that? Say that again.
I'm gonna call this Willy Putty. I don't know.
I think this is what inspired Gwyneth Paltrow for Goop.
Yeah, Donald Trump might have been peeing on Russian models, but Joe Biden sent an unsolicited ball pictures.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys have heard of Mr. Fantastic? This is Mr. Fan Fiction-tastic.
This
Guys-
picture is so easy to roast. It's literally low hanging fruit.
I'm so glad there's not hair. I just am so it's
Right.
the only thing that would make it worse.
Hey, I take that personally.
I think that comes in a separate bag, and you have to add it. You know, it's like a little bit of.
You gotta sprinkle it on there. You gotta sprinkle the hair on.
Hey,
Whoever
Keith.
These balls is gonna need scaffolding and a bungee cord.
What's up, Ed?
I can tell that the guy in the picture is not a continental soldier because he doesn't have these slung over his shoulder. Thank you very much.
The way the hand is, it looked like he's really admiring the balls. Like, where's his face at? Like,
I'm calling this the scrotum totem.
It looks like he's about to duct tape that to the wall and call it art.
yeah.
And then someone comes along and adds a banana.
And they eat both of them.
By the way, guys, this is how David really beat Goliath.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the only times in my life where I'm happy to not be a man.
This is the only time. This is the only time in my life where I request it to be double bagged. All right, guys, that was awesome. Great photo roast. Moving right along. Guys, okay. We're all upset to hear about the breakup of Daft Punk. And some of us don't give a shit. So I wonder, what's a band that you'd like to get back together? And I need you to describe the Parent Trap style that you would use to make that happen. So we're going to start with you, Anjelica. What's a band that you'd like to get back together?
Well, I really want the Spice Girls to come back. I'd be like, oh, Victoria Beckham, don't worry, you won't have to sing. Oh, wait, that's right, you never did. I'd tell Scary Spice that Eddie Murphy finally wants to claim paternity over their bastard child. And let's face it, Ginger needs the gig because her solo career went nowhere. I mean, I think she learned her lesson. Prematurely breaking off from the girl group, going anorexic, and dyeing her hair blonde didn't do anything for her. I'm not sure what Sporty Spice is up to, but she may need the money to get that barbed wire armband tattoo lasered off. I'll lure her by wiring Adidas tearaway pants and waving them in front of her. I think the toughest one to lure back would be Baby Spice because let's face it, she's not a baby anymore. Her new moniker will have to be negotiated and she might be too busy guest starring on BBC sitcoms. And it's 2021. If we want to see a grown woman wearing pigtails and short dresses with high socks, we can just watch one of Sally's porns.
Woo! All right. Good job, Anjelica. By the way, if I was one of the Spice Girls, I'd be Old Spice. Everyone knows that. All right. Next up, we have Ed Roesgen. Ed, what's a band that you'd like to get back together, and how would you do it?
Okay, if the thing is that Daft Punk broke up, and so now I want to get a band back together. A lot of you guys might not know this, but as soon as those helmets come off at the end of the day, do you know who's under there? It's Simon and Garfunkel. So I would just put Simon and Garfunkel back together because they're going to get back together. It's fucking obvious to anybody this whole time. It was Simon and Garfunkel, dudes.
The whole time. I don't know.
Harder, better, faster, stronger. Like a bridge over troubled waters. It's the same fucking riff.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
If I wanted to go the difficult route, though, I would try to get Aerosmith back together because if I reassembled Aerosmith, I could personally be the Aerosmith Smith. Back to you, Keith.
Good job, man. I feel like if you pull Daft Punk's helmets off, it wasn't robots after all. It's just two kids working with computers the whole time. All right. Next up, we have Zako. Ryan, Zako, what's a band you would get back together, and how would you do it?
Well, Ed's on some bullshit because the rules said one band. You're trying to take two bands. Now you overstepped my band. I want to bring Aerosmith back together, and I do it very easily. We're in the middle of the real fucking Armageddon. Isn't this your time to shine? This is the real one. You're telling me this whole time I was like, you know what? If the world's about to explode or the sun blows up and it fries us to death or asteroids coming or I don't know, maybe a global fucking pandemic, at least Aerosmith's about to sing us to sleep at night. You know what I'm talking about? And plus, like, come down here, bro. Are you kidding me? The guy who plays in Batman is finger walking on your daughter's titties. You need to like save her and get her out of these situations. So, you know? Plus, I've been snorting a lot of Adderall lately, so like I don't want to close my eyes. I can't fall asleep. I don't even want to spend one more day without Aerosmith down here singing me to sleep at night, knowing that this is the end for all of us. You know what I mean? Forget Daft Punk. I want Aerosmith. What's the lady's name? Who's the lead singer there? Tell her to come back and sing us to sleep at night. Back to you, Ed. Or
Keith. All right, good job, Zako. Incidentally, pink is his favorite color. All right, next up we have Sally Mullins. Sally, what's a band you would get back together, and how would you do it?
Okay, they've gotten back together so many times already. It's The Who, and they really fucked me up because they kept saying goodbye and then coming back, you know? So, yeah, I just feel like no one's ever going to leave. And Pete Townsend, so like what, 15 years ago, he was busted for having kiddie porn on his computer, and he got away with saying it was research pretty much because nobody was Me Tooing anyone yet. But I have bad news for Pete because now all of the networks are focusing on pedophiles. They're running out of serial killers. So pretty soon he's going to get investigated, and the only thing that can save him is my granny porn. So he needs to come back and get involved with a granny porn star and have a charity concert for like all the older people who died in COVID and take the focus away from the kids. That's my pitch.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. If you're going to have an embarrassing porn on your computer, ladies and gentlemen, make sure it's Sally's. That's all. If there's anything there's any PSA to take away from the shit show. Okay, next up we have Jermaine Jackson. Jermaine, what's a band you would get back together, and how would you do it?
Man, the band that I'm gonna get back together is Living Color. Personality. But how we gonna pull this shit off? I ain't lie. I don't even know. I guess we're gonna have to tell them that we're gonna pay them in Bitcoin or something.
Doggy coin. Yeah, doggy.
Because here's the thing, I gotta tell them that. Okay, I don't know. I really don't know how we're gonna get better together. We're gonna just have to tell them that they were the only black rock band I ever heard of in my life, and maybe they gonna circle back around and still be the only black band rock band ever in life. I guess that's how we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
We might have to do some patchwork from Onyx.
Well, either I can play the what's it, Daft Punk song, you know, just say, hey, Live in Color, I need y'all to come back one more time. There it is.
I can't listen to One More Time without seeing like white women in mom jeans dancing, like
Yes.
doing the Rick Astley dance.
That's a good
All right.
time.
That might actually make them just like, you know what, we good. We're not
And
gonna-
finally, we have Kate Roesgen. Kate, what is a band that you would like to get back together, and how would you do it?
I'm actually a little bit shocked that nobody else picked the greatest band ever, the Beatles. I mean, it would be a little challenging. You need a shovel.
Uh-huh.
There would be some challenges, I'm not gonna lie. But I think once they got back, it would be really easy for them to just like reintegrate into now. Like their music is still so good, it's still so popular. All they need to do to just be a little bit more relevant, they would need to learn like all the TikTok dances. I think if they could nail them, it would totally work.
It might be tough. It might be tough. You know what? The two living ones aren't looking that alive as it stands. So it might be a push. I don't know.
There are some challenges, but it would be worth it. Okay.
Yeah. No, if it was on pay-per-view, I'm signing up. I'm paying for that for sure. Okay, guys, last but not least, it's me. The band that I would get back together is the Jackson 5. They're all alive. Let's face it, like Michael's probably well preserved. All you need is some jumper cables and a good lawyer. But you also have to get those shoes back. I don't know if they were auctioned off. It's like a Wizard of Oz thing. I feel like that's his secret power, was in those shoes. I don't know how that works, but pretty sure it's scientific. Okay, guys, good job. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Woo!
Next up, are you ready for another stupid game? They're all stupid, by the way. I
Yes.
need you to know that from here on
Ready.
out. What we have next is a fun game called What's in the Box?
Oh, what's in the box?
It's a lowbrow pop quiz of questionable character. Tech services, let's see our box.
Oh my God, this is fun. Oh.
There you go.
Cool.
All right.
Oh.
Guys, what do you think is in this box? Is it A, a 2-fingered ring that reads eat shit? Or is it B, a pair of dick-shaped earrings carved out of wood? Is it C, commemorative coins featuring President Trump? Or is it D, a really gross dead bug? The clock is ticking. Give us your answers.
Everything except C is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, the answer is simple. It's none of the four. The answer is
None of the above.
fingernails of the ex-boyfriend for whoever wears all this jewelry.
Not only fingernails, but probably a gross dead bug too. They trying to put a root on somebody because it's obvious they live in a cabin far, far away by their damn self.
So Jermaine, you're on the D, gross dead bug, right?
I'm on D.
Uh-huh.
I'm on D.
There's no way it's C because I know Russia doesn't issue commemorative coins.
That's funny.
Probably B, a pair of dick-shaped earrings carved out of wood, but it's not like a
Yes.
human dick. Like it would be like the dick of like a seagull or something. Like I think the first is
Like a
B,
weird shaped dick, like there'd be two ends or something.
like maybe a gross dead bug's dick.
But like instead of dick-shaped earrings, I picture an ear-shaped Prince Albert.
I think A, because it's Keith's junk and he's like a bit of a rebel, you know?
I agree with Sally.
I was just gonna say A is my guess as well.
All right. And then who are we missing? Zako, do you have an
Yeah.
answer on the board?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna go with a really gross dead bug because the only thing I can think of is those old bugs that come to life when you dig up a sphinx out of one of those pyramids.
Yes. What,
Yeah.
Scarab, what are they?
Pharaoh, someone like dug up a pharaoh and for some
Yeah.
reason like paid in cash to get back home so they can show us their pair of shaped earrings.
There's like a little bit of witchcraft in there.
Really
Okay.
gross dead bug. That's what it is.
Bug is in amber. When there's like a dead bug in amber, like a chunk of amber, I feel like that's what it might be.
That's
This
what
is all a pretty big Amber Alert stat.
This is the
There were
joke.
right.
live bugs on Amber, and that's why I didn't take her on a second date. She gave me the crabs.
This is somebody's house in New Mexico. Definitely.
Yeah, there's
Definitely.
a lot of turquoise vibes coming out of this room.
Yeah, this is the jewelry from a dug up dead mummy, and that is the really gross dead bug that will crawl under your skin and ruin your life.
Mhm.
Look what it did to that actor.
A dead mummy with loose chain.
I mean,
All right.
hammer.
Yeah.
My God, Keith, what could the answer be?
Well, you might be surprised to learn that the answer actually is A, a two-fingered ring that reads "eat shit."
I
Oh.
love it. I love it. I'll
I've been
buy
to
it
that
off
county
you.
fair.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'll wear that.
Sally-
I'll wear that.
Yeah, you'll be surprised to learn where I got that ring. It's a funny story. Okay. Moving right along, guys. Are you ready for our next game? It
Ready,
is
ready.
time for the next round. It is Let's Get Weird. It's where we pair up our comics and give them some of the weirdest challenges they've ever faced. First up, we have Sally and Zako. Sally, you just hired Zako, who is kind of a burnout, as your new life coach, and you're looking for help with your adult film career. Zako, what advice can you give her while keeping it like totally zen?
Sally, you need advice on your adult film career, right?
Yeah, I appreciate you zooming with me today.
Yeah, absolutely. You need me to give you advice as to how you can make money as an adult film actress, right? Okay.
I'd love to hear your spin on it.
Right. Well, my first question is, you're still a woman, right?
Yeah. Thanks for asking, though.
Absolutely. I gotta tell you, this can be pretty fucking easy.
Okay. I'm all about easy.
Here's what you'll do, right? You show up, right? And you pull out your pussy
Okay.
and you go, I'm fucking down. And then you're gonna get booked for whatever you want. You know what I mean? Men don't have standards like that, but keep your standards high. I think you should have your standards high when it comes to this, because like you should only like sleep with the people that you like. You know what I mean? Like if you only like dudes that are like over 6 feet, do that. Because men don't have standards. Like men will fuck you just because you have feet. You know what I mean? Like just because you got them. Like a dude will
They'll fuck your feet. They'll fuck your feet.
But you should
know?
sleep with dudes. You should set that standard when you break into the industry. You set the standard. I only sleep with dudes that are over 6 feet, because a guy will fuck you even if you had 6 feet. You understand? Like dudes are out here fucking caterpillar bitches. We don't give a fuck. You know
I
what I mean?
like that. I like that. I need to start being pickier, and then it's going to attract
I think
more
so.
people, more talent. Like, who is this bitch? Why does she have standards? Why?
So, and then another thing is, as your coach, I think
Mhm.
the most important thing when it comes to your adult film career is practice.
Uh-huh.
Who better to practice with than your coach? You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Okay. But can I ask you this? Zako, can I ask you, are you over 6 feet?
Oh, yes. Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You
Okay.
have
Then that's
6
cool.
feet, Sally Mullins?
Sorry?
You have 6 feet?
Uh,
You don't have to answer because I don't care.
right. Oh my God, you're brilliant. Can I make you sign an exclusive?
Absolutely. And another thing is
Exclusive.
you should start taking your payments in Ethereum gas and Dogecoin, because according to Perseverance on Mars, it is the nerds that are going to start shoving athletes into lockers. So maybe that whole like over 6 feet thing is pointless.
I am gonna try to keep up with you.
Yes, absolutely. That's literally my only advice for you as a woman breaking into the adult film industry, is to just stay a woman.
Okay. I can do that.
Good advice. All right, guys. Good
Thank
stuff.
you.
Give it up for Zako and Sally. Apparently, it's a slam dunk. Keep an eye out for Zako's life coach Yelp page.
He's great at that.
Got a bunch of 2-star reviews, so it's pretty good. Pretty good getting there. All right, next up we have Kate and Jermaine. Kate and Jermaine, you guys are 2 EDD workers who are busy shredding the files of every applicant whose claims you denied. Walk us through some of the sob stories you've been hearing before you break for lunch.
Oh my God, Kate, you won't believe this one that I got.
Yeah, what's that?
So this guy today said he needed EDD because he lost his job because he got shot walking Lady Gaga's dog.
What the fuck?
Seriously. And you know what I said? Denied. How the hell you get shot walking some damn dogs that ain't even yours? Get the dogs away. No. You don't deserve EDD. You don't deserve it. Get out of here.
I mean, you might want to check the news, but yeah, I got one the other day. Army Hammer's personal chef says he can't work because he experienced traumatic distress on the job.
That's ridiculous. You did not. Hopefully, you didn't deny him twice.
I don't think I have any other stamp other than deny at my desk. But yeah, of course.
Deny. Oh, I got one for you.
Yeah.
So this guy said he needed EDD because he was tired of sleeping with his boss. I'm like, how bad look like you got a job. Only thing you got to do is give up a little dick and you got a job. Like, come on. How easy is that?
I mean, I guess it depends on the job. I know prostitutes that do that shit all the time. What is he even complaining about?
Exactly.
I got one at my desk. I might frame it later. It's an Instagram influencer who needs EDD because she can no longer photograph herself having brunch.
Well, that's a tricky one there. I might have gave her EDD because, where does she live?
Beverly Hills, where they all live. Come on now.
Well, yeah, that's where they say they live. But they closed the restaurant, so she might need EDD.
You know one I actually felt really bad for?
When?
It was this aromatherapist.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can smell anything anymore. Like That's COVID putting people.
I'm about to say that could be due to COVID. Yeah, that could be due to COVID. I had a guy who was saying that he wanted EDD so he could have some extra money to move out because he was breaking up with his girl. I almost gave it to him, but I was like, it's cheaper to keep her. Denied.
That's true. I mean, you need to buddy up with people. How are you gonna you can't watch Netflix on that many different screens with one account. So you need to be in the same.
That's true.
People need to learn these things. I saw one. I definitely denied it. I shredded it faster than I could even look at it. Professional hug giver. Pervert.
How you lose that? Well, yeah, I can see how.
Obviously a pervert. Obviously a pervert. There's no professional hug givers. That's not a real thing.
Well, I don't know. When the clubs were open, I saw that guy. No. Matter of fact, I saw that lady too. It was this old lady. You know how you go to the club and you see that old ass lady? You're like, why the fuck you here? Giving out hugs for no reason. Like, bitch, get back.
Isn't she usually selling flowers though? She's selling
that one, exactly.
That's a job right there. You don't need EDD. You can still do
That's a bathroom attendant job for sure.
Exactly.
Guys, give it up for Jermaine and Kate. By the way, if you guys have a direct line, I would love you just put it in the chat.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have Ed and Anjelica. Ed, your only daughter Anjelica is getting married. And as the guy paying for everything, you have a Dungeons and Dragons theme all planned out for what should be the event of the century. Anjelica, how much of a deal breaker is this?
You guys you picked this topic because you know how much I hate D&D.
Don't you guys nothing. This was all Graber.
I'm Oliver Stoning you motherfuckers right now.
Oliver Stone of comedy. He said if they're terrified of snakes, put a snake in there.
Let me tell you, Dad, every guy that I know that plays D&D always accuses me of having too many rules and making up elaborate stories. The only reason why I have such a chip on my shoulder about a D&D themed wedding is because my high school boyfriend used to ditch me to play D&D with his friend Keegan.
Well, Keegan was a 17th level druid with wild shape. Honey, I have a feeling that this wedding is going to be exactly what you always dreamed of, whether you knew it or not.
As long as there's an open bar in D&D somewhere, I might not mind so much.
I just got
Right.
emailed back by the local Ren Fair. Huzzah! They can make it.
Cool. Will they be supplying the sconces? Instead of
Look.
stomping a glass at the altar, I'll slay a chimera. I don't even know if
See.
I'm saying what I'm saying makes any sense right now.
I feel like you're coming around on the whole idea. I mean, it's cute that you don't know how to say Chimera, but I mean, you went to the trouble to Google it. And as your father, you know, your backstory would be that you come from a noble clan of us. And, you know, your character flaw might be that, hang on, let me,
I might not know how to say Chimera, but at least my wedding dress will be shimmerin'.
Monster Manual entry A, B, Bridezilla. Here it is. Okay, honey, you've got a -3 penalty to charisma, but you have a +10 to getting your fucking way. We're going to have to roll for initiative on this one.
What does that even mean?
Did you not bring your wedding dice? Oh my God.
The only dice I want to roll is when I go to Vegas for my stag and doe.
Well, the only dice your husband's going to roll is on the wedding night. I know what's going on. In
All right,
fact, the
guys,
only
give it
reason
up
we're
for
doing
Ed
this-
and Anjelica.
I am
Jokes-
sweating.
Jokes on them. The D&D nerds can't afford to pay for any weddings. All right. Next up, we have Sally and Kate. Guys, it's your first day as two scream queens on the set of your new horror movie, and you just found out that all of your co-stars are canceled celebrities. Walk us through some of the horrifying scenes that you're just now reading in the script.
Hey, so glad to be working with you. You remind me of a young Jamie Lee Curtis. You were adorable. But this movie, I didn't know that it's about what, Roseanne? She takes Ambien and kills people and then can't remember it.
Yeah, I mean, but like the story really isn't. Can you believe we get to work with Woody Allen, the director? Like, I can't even.
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, it kind of makes me feel bad about this gig, though. Like, was that all he could get after the documentary?
I mean, but I look at it this way. We now have a chance to like be in a Woody Allen film. You know, he did Annie Hall and all the classics, all the other Woody Allen classics that he made.
And he'll love you. And I just wasn't aware of the amount of celebrities who've had problems in the last couple of years. And did you also look at the crew? Plus the stunt coordinator is the guy who killed George Floyd. It's a bit much, Kate.
Gotta say, I didn't recognize him right away. But I was a little bit worried. I did realize. Do you know the catering company, the Army Hammer Catering Company?
Oh my God!
I brought snacks. If you want snacks, I have extra snacks.
Yeah, you know, we really have to read the call sheets before we sign on. But now we're here, and I have always wanted to meet Army Hammer, actually.
Let's go take Instagram photos.
Yay.
Woo! Give it up for Kate and Sally, guys. Kate, I would definitely be wary about offering out snacks around Army Hammer. Next up, we have Ed and Zako. Guys, what we're looking for here is the voiceover from the trailer for the new Schwarzenegger action blockbuster, Robot Grandpa's Revenge.
In a world where the former governor of California is your grandpa and also a robot, comes the stunning adventure brought to you by Paramount Plus. He's also pissed off for some reason. Robot Grandpa's Revenge.
You kids never get to the chopper when I tell you to get to the chopper.
He's marching his way to fight his demon. Oh, that's not a demon. That's his housekeeper.
You don't understand. In my day, you could time travel from the 80s to the future for a nickel.
Oh, who's this coming to defend him? None other than the skin and bones love child of that housekeeper.
Adios mío, señor Schwarzenegger.
Digs into his trusty ironclad pockets that he has that robots need to search for his ultimate weapon, the Viagra pill. Oh, nope, he doesn't need it because he's always hard.
Hasta la vista is the only Spanish tagline I know, baby.
He traverses through the terrain. It's 2021. No one understands how he became a robot or is so upset. He comes across a world where nerds have overtaken his mainstay and land as an athlete and bodybuilder, and he will not stand for it.
Grab hold of my hand.
This film will never be released.
Give it up for Ed and Zako, guys. Like it or not, they'll be back. All right, last up, we have Anjelica and Jermaine. Guys, you're two teenagers who cut class to go to the zoo, and you get to engage in your favorite pastime of roasting all the stupid animals. That being the other comedians here. Tell this captive audience what you really think about them.
Oh, Anjelica. Let's go to the Mullins section. Hey, let me tell you about these Mullins now. You got to be careful about these Mullins because
They're
they
feral.
huh?
They're feral.
They viral, and they always dance when you sing the Genuine song. If you want it, come get it, ride it. I got to do it slow because she'll pounce on you. She'll pounce on you. Well, I told you. Look at her. Look at her. Where we going
Zako,
next?
you get to tag in too because you're new.
Where we going next, Anjelica? Where we going next?
Look at these Kate and Ed cats. Wow, they're from the same litter.
They from the same litter?
Yes, and did you know that even though they're from the same litter, they have the same parents, one cat is cuter than the other one.
One definitely is, but I don't know what happened with that. Sometimes, the parents sneak out and then they might catch a Graber every now and then. You know what I mean?
One of the cats vapes so much he might end up with popcorn lung, which he'd probably eat.
Yeah, I hear that. That's what they feed them. That's what they feed them. Like if you feed them cannabis, like they grow cannabis and that's what they feed them. So they fucked up pretty much all the time.
Ed, Keith, Sally, why is Jermaine making fun of us like he doesn't look like if Dave Chappelle never came back from Africa? I don't understand what happened.
Let's talk about that Zach one. Oh. It looked like a raccoon shitted on his head.
And Jermaine, I don't even know why you're friends with Anjelica. She spent the rest of her vacation trying to steal the Black Lives Matter movement from you. What is going on here, man?
She was protesting with me.
Not what I've heard.
Like one of those dick pic hurling sending monkeys.
Oh, I don't send dick pics. I don't have that kind of dick.
One of those animals that doesn't call you back after mating.
Oh, I might fall in that category. I might be a Zach in that case.
We asked Anjelica to dress up like a ring girl, and she fucked it all up. Guys, that was a great round of Let's Get Weird. You guys were awesome, and you've made me such a proud host. You've actually earned another photo roast.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Tech services, let's see what we have next to roast.
Yeah.
What if we don't see anything wrong with the picture?
That's fine.
The dad looked like the guy. The dad looks like the guy that did Trump's taxes.
Yeah, that's what your hat says, Zako. So
The twins' names are Philip and Morris.
guys, this is Cool's Menthol and the gang.
They look like a weed cult to me.
How'd you get this picture of me and my family?
It kind of is.
Our son,
Go ahead, Kate.
our son Paul and his brother Maul. Yes.
Guys, I think we could all tell who got the jazz cigarette.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so this looks like it was the mother's idea for sure.
I was just
But
thinking the
that
same
she
thing.
thinks that she's smoking whatever the Archie kid got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She looked like Heidi Fleiss to me. Like she's pimping the whole family.
Yeah.
yeah. If you look at the parents, it's like the dad goes, "Hey, I don't have any red hair in my family," and the mom's like, "Yeah, but the neighbor does."
Yeah. Exactly.
That gold.
Sally, you'll like this one. I think this photo was taken in the boys' room at Brownsville Station. You guys get it.
Fucked up because they're all about to have a cigarette because they all just got done in a big molestation orgy with the entire family. And to say that is not as offensive modern day as these kids having a cigarette in their mouth, which is weird because it's like I'm basically implying that they had, like their dad's dick in their mouth, and that's not as offensive as a cigarette. But that's obviously not true. They would not be having a sex orgy off screen, and the kids would not have their dad's dick in their mouth.
It would not,
because their mom looks like a greedy bitch.
unless we get
You
the
wouldn't
Who
let
back
the kids
together.
get a hold of it. She'd
I just can't wait for COVID to be over till we can get back to family fun like this.
This is COVID.
This is
the family that the story was based on for Home Improvement. This is the real.
Remember back when you could smoke inside of a Sears portrait studio?
That goes right. This is Home Improvement because the dad was nailing everybody. That was my joke. Did we?
One of the boys gonna grow up to be a serial killer. I'm gonna tell you that.
That's why the neighbor never looks over at him because he's like, "Those are definitely my kids."
That's why I put a primer gloss
under the
on.
fence. Yeah.
Glossing over my horrific record.
Kate, this photo could have also been taken in a delivery room or on an airplane, for all we know.
Oh, that's definitely a 1970s airplane pipe. Airplane pipe.
Picture was taken yesterday with a Samsung.
No, guys, their family reunion photo is basically the same thing, except the cigarettes are on their throat holes.
The mom, it looks like the mom did a little too much at an audition for Ron Howard.
Yeah. she's like, I'm gonna get this job. Cigarettes not cheap, Cigarettes are definitely not cheap. Somebody make
No,
money.
they're not.
That's a quarter pack.
This is an
Yeah,
expensive
right
photo
there.
shoot.
All right, guys, great job with the photo roast. That was awesome. That was the shit show, guys. A big round of applause for our comics. We're going to put the comics handles and donation info up on the board. Please do yourself a favor and follow all of these funny people on the socials. Let's give a big round of applause to Ed Roesgen, Sally Mullins, Kate Roesgen, Jermaine Jackson, Zako Ryan, Anjelica Scannura, and our lovely tech services, Christina Ceballos. And please make sure to follow @Liar Comedy and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you'd like to donate to Liar Comedy, we will take the love. And if you hate us, just give us money anyway for the positivity trolling. That's my new favorite thing. Just do it. Fuck it. Like AOC, if you want to give us some cash. I don't know. You can catch the next shit show in March, and the next Liar show is our co-production with Becca Ward, streaming tomorrow night on Twitch. Check out our Instagram for details. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
The shit show. It's coming.
Shit show, shit show, shit show. Shit show, shit show, shit show.
It's a total shit show.
It was a real shit show. Lives up to its name.
Welcome.